and for the pirogues. Again, all we need to complement out of that is the slipway of the shipyard, if that is finished, Alhaji Malik. If that is finished, then we are in line with the normal standards of our counterparts, because that is the missing link now.
I will come to the other projects you have, talking about the jetties, but let me quickly go over to the other side of the aisle and talk to my brother, Minister for Tourism and Culture, Benjamin Roberts. Benjamin Roberts, tourism 1994 to date, we have seen some remarkable achievements.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Jones. I think just to throw out some statistics out there, when the July 22nd revolution ushered itself in, you can count the number of hotels that were in existence then, especially if we have to talk about 4-star and 5-star hotels. You had the likes of the Kairabat Beach Hotel, you had the likes of Senegambia Beach Hotel, you had the Amis Beach then, along with other hotels like Fajara and stuff. So I think all in all, at the time, you were probably looking around 7 to 10 hotels. Now, as we speak, we have over 35 hotels in the Gambia. We've seen new additions, the likes of Sheraton, we've seen the likes of the Coco Ocean, Ocean Bay, amongst others. And of course, we have lost some in terms of some being inoperational, but we've seen a whole lot more resurface in the 3-star and 4-star category. I think remarkable achievements have been made also in terms of tourism arrival numbers. Yes, tourism started, following our independence in 1965. But in terms of arrival numbers, we were very much looking around 50,000. I remember in 2003, when I came back home working with Standard Chartered Bank then, I was the one responsible for keeping tabs in terms of the number of arrivals. We did that because it was a good source of foreign exchange for the banks. And then back in those days, tourism arrival numbers were hovering around the 70,000 mark. As we speak today, last season we had 172,000 arrivals, marching towards the 200,000 arrival numbers. So I think, yes, remarkable achievements have been made in the areas of tourism. And of course, we are not content and we are not resting our laurels, and we believe that a whole lot more could be achieved. So in a nutshell, I think the July 22nd revolution has ushered in some blessings, if you will, for the tourism sector.
The Gambia Tourism Board came in within this period. Its role as an auxiliary to the tourism industry.
Quite right. I think in 2010, but in effect 2011, the government at the time saw the need, for tourism to play a much bigger role in terms of, economic development. And I think there was some engagement with the World Bank in terms of restructuring the then Gambia Tourism Authority, because it was felt at the time that there wasn't much in terms of internationally pushing the tourism agenda. And the focus, there wasn't much focus really in terms of driving tourism. So the GTA was restructured into the Gambia Tourism Board with emphasis on marketing and product development. Two important corollaries, if you will, needed to actually move the tourism industry forward. And I think some credit has to be given here to my predecessor, the former Minister of Tourism and Culture, because she was in the forefront at the time. And a lot has been achieved since that restructuring. And I think what we are now doing is just trying to cement those activities that were conceived, those action plans, if you will. There were a total of 60 action plans that were conceived, out of which 43 has been implemented to date. So we've got 17 more to go. Of course, these are supposed to be over a 5-year period. So what that means is, and we've got 3 years to go. So, 2 years to go, sorry. So what that means is that we perhaps need to start conceiving of new strategies vis-a-vis taking the industry to the next level.
There's more to look out for in tourism. Of course, you've got the Gambia Hotel School. The Bumster syndrome is now under the carpet. But let me get back to Axigai. You've mentioned the jetty in Banjul. Let's look at other infrastructural developments. Let's look at the other jetties around.
In fact, Malik, as I said earlier, we have the jetty here, but again, the produce of what is going to be taken to this areas has been created, because we have the backwater market, we have the Birkama market. Both of them are so much large that any quantity of fish that is brought into our waters can be taken care of in terms of keeping them. And in that line, the local fisherfolk are enjoying the same, because they are having the ice product for the post-harvest losses that were used to happen. We used to lose a lot of our product in terms of not having access to ice and the ice sort of rooms, cooling system, etc. But now I think it's enough from here to Birkama. Banjul, is created one, and the Banjul ice plant, which was down, now has been taken over by the Banjul City Council, and the Austin people will join them to develop it and access ice and ice activities there. The Pelican Seafood can do the same for us, and etc., etc. You have the Kandaka on the highway. 2 fishing industries are there. I can tell you the post-harvest loss that used to happen is no longer happening now. And these 2 catchment areas, the Serekunda and Birkama, are doing well in line with what has been